Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on Agent Recon, starring Chuck Norris as a android in the future, and he's fighting infected. Do you really need to know much more than that? Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books, links in the description. Comedy Horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys, books 1 through 14, available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. Yep, Chuck Norris is back, baby. And he's playing an android. So he's kind of like Schwarzenegger in this. But he's a good android. He's helping the team. And Derek Ting is the main character. And then there's another guy, I forget his name already, Mark something, who is part of the team as well. So that's about all I know. I mean, it's, let's see, directed by Derek Ting, who also stars. Oh, Mark Singer's the other actor, with Mark Singer and Chuck Norris. So it's mostly Derek, apparently, because it says starring Derek Ting with Mark Singer and Chuck Norris. But then it says Sylvia Kwan, Jason Scott, Jenkins Matthew, Ryan Burnett, Chris Showerman, Nikki Lee, and Ted Brion. So I think they're putting Mark Singer and Chuck Norris, even though they have with credits up front, so you know they're in the movie, where the rest of the cast is just the rest of the cast. They're not with, so to speak. But I think it's mostly Derek, a vehicle for Derek, because he directed the damn thing. Who did the screenplay? Oh, God, these credits are so tiny. They're so tiny. I'm going to blow it up here. Oh, that's much better. Okay. Where the hell's the screenplay credit? I don't see a screenplay credit. I'm going to assume Derek wrote it, because there's no screenplay credit. Yeah, I don't see one. How the hell you don't put the screenplay credit in? That's kind of a big oversight. But it does star and is directed by Derek Ting, and it says a film by Derek Ting, so maybe Derek wrote the screenplay as well. If so, if not, there really should be a screenplay credit. But that being said, it sounds like Chuck Norris is in part of the movie. So I'm less excited by that. But looks like he's doing his usual stuff. And I guess it explains why he's gonna look, they'll keep replenishing the makeup on him, so he'll always look the same. But wouldn't they do that in any movie? I don't know. They bill it as an action sci-fi movie. It looks kind of low budget, to be honest. But that's okay. I'd watch it for Chuck Norris, just to see him as a robot or android or whatever you call him. I don't know why they have to call them the infected, why you can't call them zombies or, I don't know, alien guys. This is their infected, I guess. Guys in black outfits, stuntmen, playing the same infected over and over again. Yeah, I know that trick. It's fine, though. I'd still watch the movie. It's from Quiver, and I don't know when it's coming out. Probably going direct to streaming. But, for a B movie, I think this will be fine. I think it'll be watchable if you like these kinds of movies. I like them. So I would watch it. I'd probably laugh at part of it. You don't even have a screenwriter credited in the screen. It kind of cheeses me off, but I'll watch it anyway. First act, before I read the write-up, first act. I guess there's some sort of incursion going on, either an alien invasion or something. They have to send a team in to save another team or whatever. Doesn't seem to be very clear, and then they send in Chuck Norris and his crew, and I'm going to predict Chuck Norris stays behind because he's an android and saves everybody and dies in a blaze of glory. All right, let's read the write-up. Alistair, captain of the covert Earth security force, calls in superpowered rookie Jim to join a mission led by Colonel Green and skilled Marines to track down a mysterious energy disturbance at a base in New Mexico. Okay, it doesn't really scan. I think you really needed a writer on this one. I mean, the movie's called Agent Recon. Recon is usually short for reconnaissance. So, if you're going to call a movie Agent Recon, I would assume it would be about reconnaissance, not necessarily the actual mission. And then it's taking place in the future, and Agent Recon doesn't really evoke the sci-fi, sort of thing. I would call it something else, like, I don't know. I mean, Earth's Security Force sounds more sci-fi than Agent Recon, Plus, you got Chuck Norris as an android or a robot or whatever. I don't know. And you've got you drop all these names in the synopsis. We don't know who these people are. So, and a base. So, what kind of base? If you're talking about covert Earth Security Force, you're talking about the future. So the base could be what? Is it an army base? Is it another Earth Security Force base? Is it an alien base? You got to think about these things. And so let's see what the IMDb says about Agent Recon. Okay, at least that's on here. All right. So, again, Chuck Norris figuring prominently in it. And that's the same one. Same write-up. Writer Derek Ting. Okay, so he did write it. I don't know why you wouldn't give yourself that credit, Derek, if you wrote it. Written and directed by Derek Ting and starring Derek Ting. Smart, though, putting him in the center of the movie poster. But that kind of sets it up that he's the star, and he's not. But, I get why you put him in the middle of the poster. I mean, he's Chuck Norris. Maybe you had no choice, Derek. I don't know. Okay. Yeah. I mean, maybe you need a screenwriter on this. I'm just saying. The write-up is not stellar. I would have done something like Chuck Norris stars in this sci-fi actioner about an Earth security force sent on a mission to the New Mexico desert after it's taken over by hostile forces. Something like that. And maybe imply whatever the hostile forces are. Are they aliens? Are they zombies? I think they're aliens. I think if you're going sci-fi, they're probably aliens. But who knows? So, yeah. So, Agent Recon. Coming to a streamer near you. And that's it for me, Tony D. And Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more base takes. If you can find a more base take, I say, take it. I will be at the Medford Historical Society's Country Day in Medford, New Jersey on Saturday from 12 to 4. But check me out on television on Channel 17 for Weekend Filler, Saturday at 11 a.m. or Sunday at 5 p.m. And tell all your friends. So thanks for tuning in. We'll see you tomorrow.